I'm Jenna.
And I'm Mark. Thanks to all you listeners for tuning in to another episode of Cincinnati Zoo Tales. We're super excited to be joined by our favorite guest today. We're joined by junior zookeeper Lincoln. Lincoln, will you tell everyone hi? Maybe tell them your favorite animal too.
Hi, my favorite animal is a cheetah.
What do you like about cheetahs?
They are the fastest land animals.
That's right. They're really fast. Do you know how fast they can run? No? I think it's about 60 to 70 miles per hour. What's your favorite flying animal?
Parrot and falcon.
Why are they your favorite?
Because they are the fastest flying animal.
Oh my goodness. So you like really fast animals.
That makes sense because you're super fast yourself. I've seen you run before. You're almost as fast as a cheetah, I think.
Yeah.
How many miles per hour do you think you can run?
100.
100.
Wow.
So
that's
you're
really
faster
fast.
than a cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I need to see this.
That's crazy. So you love fast animals, but you also love venomous and poisonous animals, right?
Yes.
And the creepy and cool animals.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about some venomous and poisonous animals today. Does that sound good? Now, Mark and I are not experts on venomous or poisonous animals. So hopefully we give you guys all the right facts, but we encourage you to look up any of these animals that sound interesting to you on your own at home, right? We can read lots of books. We can go to the library.
Yeah.
That's how we like to learn about animals?
Yep.
Yep. How else do you like to learn about animals?
Looking up channels on your computer.
Yeah, you can look things up on your computer.
Yeah.
You can watch Wildcrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of your favorite things, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so can you tell us what is the difference between venom and poison? How does an animal use their venom?
Venomous means it injects from fangs, a stinger, or
Stinging cells.
yeah.
So typically, venom is a toxin that has to be injected, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and then what about poison?
Poison you have to touch or eat.
Correct.
Yeah.
So animals with poison they have toxins in their skin or their fur or their feathers, and then they must be touched or eaten for their poison to be dangerous,
Yes.
right? Yes. Cool. So do you want to talk about some of our favorite poisonous and venomous animals today?
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Okay, great. So how about I give you guys some facts and you try and guess which animal I'm talking about. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me. We're gonna work together as a team to get this,
Yes.
right? Okay. Teamwork
Okay.
makes the dream work.
So I think this animal is really neat. It's actually one of the only egg-laying mammals, which is called, what is an egg-laying mammal called?
A monotreme.
A monotreme.
Nice.
And these animals live in Australia,
Okay.
and they swim in water.
I know this one.
What is it?
You already know it?
A duckbill platypus.
A duck-billed
Nice.
platypus. Good job. Did you know that they're venomous?
They are. Yeah. They have venomous spurs, right?
Yeah. Do both males and females have venomous spurs? Which ones have venomous spurs?
The males.
The males. What do they use them for?
For breeding season.
For breeding season? Yeah, so males will use their spurs to fight off other males for territory and breeding opportunities, right?
Yep.
That's really cool. What are some other facts you know about platypus?
They have 6 senses. They are the only mammal with 6 senses.
Can you tell us about them?
Yeah. What's
How do
their
they
sixth
hunt?
sense?
They use the 6th sense, electric absorbing, to see so they don't. So they close their eyes, nose, ears, and mouth.
That's incredible.
And then how do they find their prey?
With those 6th sense, electric body heat.
Electric body heat?
That's
Yeah.
amazing. What is their prey? What do they like to eat?
Crayfish.
Nice.
Of course.
Crayfish, of course.
Of course.
So yeah, platypus are really special in a lot of ways. There aren't a ton of animals like them, right?
Yeah.
So they are one of the only egg-laying mammals. They have fur, but they have a bill like a duck, right?
Yeah.
And they actually have that special ability to hunt using a special sense that no other animal has, right?
Yeah.
It's very cool. And where are they from? Did I say that already?
Australia.
Yes.
Nice.
They are very, very cool. So they use a sixth sense that they have up to 40,000 electroreceptors on their bills, and they can detect faint electric fields generated by muscle movements of invertebrates like worms or insect larvae and shrimp, right?
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, so the next one that I thought we could talk about is an amphibian.
Okay.
There are a lot of different kinds of these. They have really bright colors.
Poison dart frog.
A
Poison dart, dude, nice.
Nice.
You're so good at this.
Where do they live?
And rainforest.
Yep.
Of course.
In Central and South America.
Yep.
And what makes them poisonous?
From the buds that they eat.
Yeah. So they acquire their toxins from the insects that they eat. So if you see a poison dart frog in a zoo, they might have a different diet, which means what they're eating may not actually help them become poisonous. So poison dart frogs in zoos may not be poisonous at all.
Yeah, so we can touch them.
So we could touch them. Yeah. So what are some ways that poison dart frogs kind of warn other animals that they shouldn't eat them?
With the bright colors on the poison.
Yep. So they have the bright, colorful skin. That is a warning. So hopefully predators don't even want to eat them. But if they try, they have that poison that can actually harm other animals, right?
Yeah. And
What kind of colored poison dart frogs have you seen before? Have you seen different colors?
yes. Red, blue, orange, yellow,
What's
Yeah.
one of your,
rainbow.
do you know what the most poisonous one is?
The golden poison dart frog.
Yeah, the golden poison dart frog is the most potent, has the most potent toxin in the animal world. It contains enough poison to kill 10 adult humans.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I did.
You did? This little frog has the most, oh my gosh, the most potent toxin? That's crazy.
They're very beautiful, aren't they?
Yep, but
Yeah.
we can't touch them
You're right.
or eat them.
No, we don't.
All up.
Just admire them from afar, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of eating, another animal that you
Okay.
don't want to eat. This one lives in the ocean.
Pufferfish.
How'd you know that already?
I looked at the page.
You looked at the page, you little cheater? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to have to hide it from now on. Okay, so to protect itself from predators, the pufferfish, what does it do?
It uses its spines when it puffs out.
Well, yes, but it puffs out and makes itself look like a prickly balloon. And it's actually harmless to humans unless you try and eat it because their toxin is in their flesh.
I've heard that some people do try to eat pufferfish.
Yes, in
Yeah.
Japan, chefs must have a special license to cook pufferfish.
Wow.
They have to be careful not to serve the most poisonous parts of the fish. I think that sounds too scary for
That's
me.
too
I
risky.
wouldn't even try.
Would you try pufferfish, Lincoln?
Never.
Never.
I wouldn't even try any less poison parts.
No, that doesn't
No,
sound very
yeah,
safe, huh? Do you know what they like to eat? Do you know, Mark?
I don't know the answer to this. If I had to guess, I would guess that they eat little plankton or krill or something like that.
I
But
would
don't know
guess
the
they
answer.
eat balloons.
Balloons. And that's how they balloon up like that is because they ate a balloon. You're silly. You're silly.
They actually eat shrimp and shellfish and
Okay.
algae. And there are a lot of different types of pufferfish.
What? I
Yeah.
thought there was only one type, the wiggle.
The regular kind? Nope, there are a whole bunch of different species of pufferfish. Okay, the next one. You cannot see this.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, this animal lives in the ocean. It doesn't look dangerous, but its venom is some of the most lethal in the animal world.
Is it the stonefish?
Not the stonefish. This animal has 24 eyes arranged around its body.
Box jellyfish.
Nice job.
Box jelly. Good call,
Yes.
Lincoln. Great job.
Box.
Do you know that these are the most lethal type of jellyfish?
Yes.
Yeah, you knew that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had 24 eyes either.
Yeah. And do you know how long their tentacles can be?
Nope.
Ooh,
Do you want to guess?
super long. I would say
104 feet.
100? I was
That's
going
a
to
little
say
high.
25 feet.
About 10 feet long.
10 feet. Whoa.
And one of the coolest facts about these guys is they actually seek out their prey. So most jellyfish just kind of float along, but the box jellyfish will actually hunt, and they like to eat fish and squid and shrimp, and they can be found in the Indian and Southwest Pacific Ocean. And they have one predator that's immune to their venom.
The little bat sea turtle.
Ooh, it's definitely sea turtle. I don't actually
Sea
know
turtle.
which type of sea turtle, but
It's the little bat.
the leatherback sea turtle.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. They're immune to their venom.
I always heard that sea turtles like to eat jellyfish. I always heard that. But I didn't know that they could even eat box jellyfish. That's impressive.
That's really impressive. Okay, Mark. What can you tell Mark about this animal to give him a few clues as to what it might be?
It has 13 spikes on its back.
13
Okay.
spines on its back.
And if you step on it, then it contains an extremely venomous toxin.
It causes intense pain.
And it lives in the ocean. That's the
Ooh.
last clue.
Okay, I think I have a guess. I think it's something that you guessed earlier. Is it a stonefish?
Yes.
Nice.
Good job. So for anyone who's never seen a stonefish, I recommend looking up a picture. They rest on the sea floor, and it looks like a colorful chunk of coral. And so sometimes you'll accidentally step on it, and that would be very painful and pretty dangerous. You would need to go to the hospital. But it doesn't actually use its venom to eat. Do you know how it eats? It's an ambush predator. So it sits on the floor of the ocean and it waits for its favorite foods like fish and shrimp to come by. And then it has a suction that it sucks the fish and shrimp up whole and eats them that way.
That's like a fortress.
It's super
Just like
fast,
a
I bet.
fish, yes. Okay. Now, can you see if he can guess this one?
No, don't look.
Okay, I'm not
Stop
peeking. I'm not
looking.
peeking.
Give him some facts about this animal.
This animal is an animal that I guessed earlier.
Okay.
It has fangs. It's the only snake that makes a nest.
Ooh, I think I know this one. I think it's a king cobra.
Yes.
Good job.
Nice.
So the king cobra
Snake
is
Yessie.
the largest venomous snake in the world, and it avoids humans when it can, but it is responsible for human deaths every year. They are very venomous. They have enough venom to kill what type of animal?
An elephant?
Of the largest
Wow.
land mammal. So yeah, these guys like to eat. What do they like to eat?
Snakes.
Oh, they're snakes and birds and small animals.
I heard, Lincoln, I heard that that's your favorite snake. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah? They're pretty cool.
You skipped one.
We already did that one. Okay. What do you know about this animal right here? What clues could we give Mark? Tell him. Say it out loud.
This animal, when it shows its blue wings, it's flattened and
Okay.
it's venomous, and it lives in Australia.
Is it...
Well, it lives in the ocean.
Is it blue-ringed octopus?
Yes.
Nice.
Gosh, you know about the blue-ringed octopus?
Nice.
Electric zap.
I've seen videos of them. They're really cool animals, huh?
Okay, so one blue-ringed octopus contains enough toxin to kill more than 10 people. They eat crabs and shrimp and fish, and they are found in tide pools along the seashore where people sometimes pick them up for a closer look, but it's not a good idea to pick up a blue-ringed octopus. But like you mentioned, Lincoln, when they feel threatened, they'll actually make their blue rings look even brighter and try and warn off any predators or humans. And what do they use to inject their venom? What is it? Say it out loud. No one can see you.
Parrot beak.
They have a beak that's so
Yeah.
sharp its venomous bite often goes unnoticed. So
Wow.
you
You might not even feel it, huh?
yeah, that's kind of wild.
That is crazy. How many tentacles does an octopus have?
8.
8. Nice.
All right, the next one. This one is very cool. Can I give him some clues?
Yeah, you give him some clues, I give him some clues.
Okay.
Okay.
This animal does not have any legs or arms. but it is not a snake.
Okay.
It likes to eat fish and squid and shrimp, and it lives in rivers of South America. Do you want to give him any other clues?
Oh,
Electric.
is it an electric eel?
Yes.
Nice.
I
Your
did
hint
it.
helped me out. Your hint really
Yeah.
helped me out.
That was a good hint.
Thanks.
So, the eel generates a weak electric field to help it find its prey, and then it uses a strong jolt of electricity to stun its prey. And it can also defend itself with an electric shock. So it actually has can produce a charge that is strong enough to kill a human.
They sound like a superhero. Like they produce their own electricity. That's incredible.
Definitely. Oh, this is one of our favorites, right?
Yes.
Not a lot of people know that some of this type of reptile can be venomous. This one is a very, very large lizard.
Okay.
It lives, I can't tell you where it lives because that gives it away. Indonesian islands. It eats goats,
Okay.
water buffaloes, small animals. You want to give a clue? Yeah, give a clue.
Their saliva is venomous if it bites you.
Yes.
I think I got a guess. I think we have one of these here at our zoo. Is it Komodo dragon?
Yes.
Nice.
Good guess. The Komodo dragon is the world's largest lizard, and it lives on Komodo Island and a few other Indonesian islands. And it is huge, and you would never think of lizards being venomous, but there are a few. And this is an ambush hunter, right?
Gila monsters and Komodo dragons are venomous.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Wait, what does a Komodo dragon like to eat?
Do you remember what I said? It actually eats goats and water buffalo and small animals and other Komodo dragons. Yep.
That's a Komodo dragon can take down a water buffalo. That's amazing.
That
Oh,
is
do we
wild.
read
Yes.
about this one?
Well, no, because that's not venomous or poisonous. What can you tell us about some other venomous or poisonous animals? Go ahead, tell us about any of them that you want to talk about.
The pufferfish, chefs, sometimes took the poisonous parts, and sometimes the chefs don't be careful of when they took pufferfish. That's why some people die when they eat pufferfish.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that's a very tricky thing to eat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can you tell us about a bird that might be poisonous? I didn't realize birds were
A
poisonous.
poisonous bird? I need to hear about this, Lincoln. What kind of bird are we talking about?
A hooded patooey.
Yeah, Hoodipatui. I don't know if we're saying that right, but it's Pitohui. We always say Hoodipatui when we read about it. Can you tell everyone about the bird and how it gets its poison?
The hooded patooey eats beetles that are poisonous, that make the feathers poisonous to other animals. If two hooded patooeys touch each other's feathers, then both of them don't get poisoned. Only the different types of animals.
Okay, because they're immune to it.
And if you,
Okay.
if an animal is poisonous, you would need to actually eat it, right, to get that
Yeah.
poison. So they have poison in their feathers and their flesh from the insects that they eat a lot like a dart frog.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the inland taipan? No? Okay. The inland taipan is the world's most venomous snake. It is shy and unaggressive and causes very few human deaths, but it is very venomous and it delivers its venom through
It's fangs.
fangs.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Where do you find a taipan?
In Taipan World,
In Taipan world.
You're silly. Are there any other venomous or poisonous animals you can tell us about?
there's the emerald scorpion.
Oh yeah, what do you know about those?
They
You think I should do
I
it?
don't know anything about them.
Well, how do scorpions inject their venom? What do they use?
A stinger.
A stinger, yeah.
That's right. And do you know what else they use to defend themselves?
The pigeons.
Are you sleeping?
The pigeons. Sorry, everyone, that I yawned.
Sorry.
And I know one of your favorite spiders is the Goliath tarantula. Can you tell us about those?
They are the world's biggest tarantula. And hairy, too.
And they're hairy too. So they are the heaviest spider in the world. And what do they like to eat? Do you remember?
They like to eat birds, rodents, and other small things.
Yeah, they're small things like frogs or insects. They're called the Goliath bird eater a lot, but they don't always eat birds. They'll eat other things. And if they feel threatened, they can actually hiss. And what else will they do with their hair?
Shoot them.
Yeah, they'll kind
They
of
can
kick them
shoot
off.
their hairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then they spread irritating hairs by kicking them off with their legs, right? Wow, you look like a big spider. Okay, so what we learned today was that venomous animals inject their toxins with jaws, fangs, spines, stingers, or special stinging cells.
Yes.
And poisonous animals have toxins in their skin, fur, feathers, or flesh. And they must be touched or eaten for their poison to be dangerous, correct? Yeah, we're close to the end. So we always want to end every episode with a what can I do? Can you think of anything that people can do from home to be better stewards of the earth? They can help animals or help
You
plants.
can make a bee bath.
Oh, a bee bath. Yeah, so bees actually need a place to drink from. So you can
I'm
put
taking a shower.
a shower.
You're gonna take a bath with the bees.
So the bees don't actually take baths, but you can make them something similar to a bird bath by putting little river rocks or stones in a shallow dish of water, and then the bees can land on that and drink water from it safely without drowning. But you do have to make sure that you're cleaning it out at least weekly so that it doesn't get mosquito larvae or algae or anything that could hurt the bees in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good idea because bees are really important pollinators, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're disappearing. We need to encourage them to stay here. We need to do whatever we can to help them.
Yeah. Or they would stink.
And
Yeah, we don't want that, right? We do not want that. All right, to finish the episode, will you tell me what's your favorite venomous animal and what's your favorite poisonous animal?
Ooh, good question.
Poisonous animal. Poison dart frog.
Poison dart frog, the golden one specifically?
Yeah.
Good choice. That's so
And
cool.
my venomous animal is sting cobra.
King cobra.
Wow. All right, Mark, do you have a favorite venomous or poisonous animal?
You know, that's a good question. I've always really loved octopus. So, like, when you ask the blue-ringed octopus, I've always thought they're such cool animals. They're so beautiful, too. Like, especially when their rings kind of light up. Yeah, they're really gorgeous animals. So I've always been, like, drawn to them as far as venomous animals. As far as poisonous animals, the poison dart frog, I feel like it's kind of a cliche answer, but, like, the poison dart frogs are so cool. There's so many different variations and species and coloration. They're really cool animals, for sure.
I agree. Yes.
What is your favorite
Yeah.
poison animal and venomous animal, Mommy?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think my favorite venomous animal, probably the black widow spider.
Oh.
I think they're...
I love those.
You do?
Yeah.
I think they're really neat, and I love how they have, a really easy way to tell them apart from other spiders with that red part on their abdomen. And let's see, favorite venomous animal.
You just said it.
Or sorry, yeah, right. Favorite poisonous animal. Maybe that's a hard one to pick a favorite. I think something that surprised me the most was the hooded patooey. I didn't know that birds were poisonous.
I'd never heard of that either.
So I think I'll
That's
go with
crazy.
that one. They're really cool, aren't they?
Oh, we're at the end now.
Yep, we're at the end. Do you want to say goodbye to all the listeners out there?
Bye, listeners.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Zoo Tales. And thanks to Junior Zookeeper Lincoln for joining us. We loved having you, Lincoln.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We hope you have a great day.